I? Is
Look
it
at
me
how
in the
much
center?
room you got.
What are you talking about? I'm like right here. It's like almost dead center.
Look at your arm. Way over here. Mine's cut off. You can have your whole... Ow, fuck.
See, that's what you get. That's what you get. All right, welcome back to it. There you go. What's up, guys? Don't do... Oh, Wet Willie. All right. I'm Berto.
I'm Nims.
Sling Paint Gaming.
It's really hot in here.
It is actually getting hot. I think we're like at the end of their night of doing videos and stuff.
So bright. I'm so glad you don't have this one on.
No, I turned that one off because it actually kind of makes us a little bit more tanner. I mean, me tan, you
just
somewhat tan.
More white?
No, you're it's giving you a nice little glow. The summerly glow. I should change the color of these lights. Anyway, this is a strategy video. This is more about list building, and so a lot of people have been asking us questions about, build this list. What do you think about my list? What do you think about this list? What should I tweak and what this? One of the things that we wanted to just let you guys know is the rule of thumb is this: fly a list 10 times, okay? And then you make your tweaks. Don't fly.
Yeah, don't be like me.
10 different lists one time. The reason, even if it's the same list and you're making tweaks, the whole thing about it is learning it, and that's why I do the baby blues. Everybody gives me grief about it.
What if your list is just that bad when you first do it?
How bad can it be? Like, what do you mean, like bad? Like, you just get wiped off the board bad?
Yeah.
Okay, good question. I think that's a fair question. I would still fly at least once or twice.
Well, once or twice is a lot different than 10.
Yeah, but true. I would still probably fly it a bunch of times.
So
I'm not sure
5.
once or twice. Play 5. Okay.
If you're getting obliterated
Five
times in a row, go ahead and change your list.
Yeah, but also understand the meta.
That or
in your area,
practice more, I guess, which would mean play the list.
And
more.
actually, that's what also I want to talk about too is practice. A lot of people, they'll put a list together, or a new ship comes out, and I've seen this happen sometimes at the local shop. A guy will bring in a list, and he has one list, and I beat him with the one list. Just my regular baby blue squadron or whatever I'm flying that day.
I'm gonna get you to fly something new.
I'm putting a list together. I'm putting a new list together, ladies and gentlemen.
Rock and red.
Yes, rock and red. What the hell is that?
Baby blue, rock and red.
No,
red squadrons.
No, not red squadrons. Oh, it's coming. Everybody will find out very soon.
Sorry.
But I fly the list, they play something, and then they want to change the list, and they play something else. So not only do they have to learn that list and how that list flies, and it's completely different ships, right? They're playing me again, and they wonder why I beat them the second time. That doesn't happen all the time, but I'm just saying the example is...
I beat everybody.
No. By any means, no. But the biggest thing is just keep flying your list.
Yeah.
Don't change it up. Like, if you want to fly another list and learn a new list, ship this and that, do that. But have your main go-to list and start figuring it out. Also, understand what the meta is in that area. Like, when we actually did the Steel Open, we thought that we're going to see Jump Masters, we're going to see Ghosts or Ghost and Super Dash, and Decies. The only thing I saw was Decies and Palpinaces.
There was a ton of Decimators and Whispers
Tons.
or Phantoms. So, prepare for the stuff you're not used to playing against, especially if you're going to tournaments. Or if you're driving to a different, state, even like we did. It was a 6-hour trip.
Yep.
But I'm very guilty of playing a list twice and trashing it. Perfect example, Palp Aces. Flew that this weekend, did horrible. It's a proven list.
Yeah.
But that was only the second time I've played it.
Right.
And I flew it horribly. So I got blocked and got destroyed. So yeah, practice, I would say 10's extreme for me because I'm lazy, but at least 5.
No, you're competitive. You want to try the newest.
Sure,
yeah.
I want to try the newest, the best thing,
Yeah.
whatever's working.
But but think about this. Like, I always quote Paul Heaver, and the reason why I quote Paul Heaver is
3-time.
He's a 3-time world champion. His last world championship list was Poe Dameron, right? He was his only ace in the list. He had 2 Y-Wings and I think a Headhunter. One of the Y-Wings was a stress spot. The other one had TLT on it. It was a simple, no-frills list. He flew the shit out of it. He practiced on Vassal. He practiced on all the other tools that he had, and he kept on practicing. all the top championship guys, the same thing. They practice with the list, practice with the list, practice with the list. So don't just junk a list. Now, if the list doesn't make sense and it's got too many handshakes and it's got too many things.
I'm guilty of that too.
Right.
Dumping 50 million different things onto one ship and then forgetting about half of them.
Right. I mean, that's so, but just keep that in mind. But play the list once or twice and try a different lineup. Try a different setup. Like, okay. And also, when you play.
Placement on the board too. Yeah.
Absolutely. And when you play an opponent, don't play the same. Every opponent you play the same way. If I see a particular build, right? I see Palpin aces. I'm going to line up offset formation to my left or my right, depending on how the asteroid placement is. If I see a Desi build, right? A Desi build, I might, but if it's got an ace, I might line up in the middle-ish or still on the offset. Depending on talking here. Depending on what I'm seeing, I might line up differently. So keep that in mind when you're playing your list.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, experiment with moving your ships at different starting, angles and positions and stuff like that.
Yep.
Find out what works best. Surprise somebody. Don't come straight off the board. Come sideways maybe and then cut in.
Yeah.
Do something different.
You actually,
Try
we were playing the Jump Masters in the hotel room at the Steel Open. I was giving him some practice against Jump Masters with his Palpin Aces list. And he threw me off board because he always rushes in. I know how Nims plays. He always rushes in and goes in. This time he bumped his play. He had the shuttle facing this way, and was it Soontir? Inquisitor, right? He had the shuttle move first. He bumped the shuttle, got basically almost a free stall. Bumped the Inquisitor, got a free stall. The next turn around, he did the natural stall on the shuttle. It threw me all off as an opponent because I'm thinking he's going to be here or there, whatever the case may be. Again, just try something different with your list. Don't necessarily try the same thing. Play your same list, but try different maneuvers. See what works versus different builds. Yep. I mean, that's the kind of the thing, basically, I think we're trying to say out of this.
Yeah, I agree.
But we do get asked a lot of questions on, like, what's the latest build? What do you think of my list is? We get a lot of list submissions. A lot of list submissions. Just keep playing your list several times. And like the Baby Blues, the whole purpose of the Baby Blues, and Nims knows this to death.
Game now.
Yeah, no, actually that's for Soontir.
Yeah, now it's gonna be Baby Blues.
For Baby Blues. The whole concept of Baby Blues was I wanted to take good ships, which the T-70s are, and fly them. I wanted to fly. I'm taking them to tournaments.
I just want to fly.
Yes, that song. And that's all I wanted to do was I wanted to get really good at one ship and know the ship really well. Even when we did the Epic Furball, I was flying a T-70s, but the Red Squadron Vets, because I know the ship. I know what it can do. I know how it can round a rock. I'm working on it.
Flown it.
And everybody gets sick of me flying it, but guess what? I like flying it. I won a store championship with it. I did 50-50. I did the middle of the ground at the Steel Open. I know how to block with that list. I'm getting better and better and better. And
I flew a tried and true list, Palp Aces, and came in the bottom third.
Do you think it's because you only had a couple rounds with that list?
I do, honestly, yeah.
Do you think if you probably did that, I think you would be phenomenal with that list.
Had I been able to play that list multiple times against other builds, yes, I think I would have done much better.
Okay.
Since I'd only played it twice before the tournament, I wasn't used to flying against certain ships. Got blocked, got obliterated. So, need to fly it more.
So for anybody that's out there that's flown lists and this and that and keeps changing lists, just keep that in the back of your mind. You might want to just keep it the same list and just try to keep flying it. Also,
keep it simple.
Keep it simple. And the other key thing to remember is each of your different ships, like I fly the same ship 4 times. When you're flying different ships, they all have different maneuvers. And trying to remember that all and how that all works and intertwine. And then you got to remember your opponent's moves and what their weaknesses and strengths are. That's a lot to remember.
It is.
So
just a hell of a lot to remember.
Just keep that in the back of your mind.
Yep.
All right. What do you guys, as far as advice? If you have any advice for some of the newcomers or new people that start learning to fly, because that's what that video's for.
Yeah, we're all about helping people.
Exactly. Leave it in the comments below. What are some of your strategies as far as learning to build, fly lists? What is your recommendations? Leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Visit our webpage, slingpaint.com. There's a bunch of resource tools there. You can find a lot of these strategy videos there as well.
Actually, if you hit the little icon symbol right above
Somewhere up
Nims's
here.
head somewhere, the little eye symbol, the exclamation point symbol, that I'll make sure I will link the videos to the other strategy and how to fly schools that we set up.
That's really
Here,
nice
nothing.
of you.
No problem.
Subscribe while you're at it. That
Yes,
lets us know
absolutely.
that you like these videos and that
Yes.
you keep watching them. And yeah, share.
Sharing is caring.
Spread the love.
Thanks,
Fly
guys.
casual.
Fly casual. Thanks, guys.